You can go as far into the future as you'd like. But you should never forget your roots. We're getting back to the roots of rock.
And tonight I am spotlighting a man that we've all heard of in one form or another. If you haven't heard his name, then you've definitely heard his music. I am speaking, of course, of the late, great Bill Haley.
Yes, I love Bill Haley.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Growing up as a kid in the 70s, rock around the clock, Happy Days. That was the tune, man.
Totally.
And it got you up, it got you jumping, it got you fired up, and it, everyone knows that song. And if you ask them who sang it, they may make a few guesses first, but anybody that's at all musically knowledgeable knows that Bill Haley did Rock Around the Clock.
Yeah.
And I'll just talk a little bit about Bill Haley. He is also called the father of rock and roll, which is a huge compliment. He originally started out, believe it or not, singing country and western music, which I don't know. Looking at him, he looks more like a country and western singer. He doesn't really look like, Presley or Jerry Lee or just a wild man of rock and roll. He just kind of looks like a normal guy.
It's like your uncle, a great uncle.
Yeah.
Uncle Bill.
Not my uncles, but,
Rockin' Uncle Bill.
He was born William John Clifton Haley in 1925, and he's credited with popularizing the form of music of rock and roll in the early 1950s with his group Bill Haley and the Comets, and million-selling hits such as Rock Around the Clock, See You Later, Alligator. Remember that song?
After a While, Crocodile.
Yeah. Shake, Rattle, and Roll.
Going to shake, rattle, and roll.
He actually didn't write that. He did record that after he recorded Rock Around the Clock. Just a few months later, he recorded Big Joe Turner's Shake, Rattle, and Roll. And that was actually the very first rock and roll record to sell 1 million copies.
Ka-ching, and I bet he got $10.
Oh, yeah. And I don't know about that, but I do know that the fact that it sold 1 million copies, that the record labels stood up and took notice of this new passing phase of rock and roll.
Yeah, back in the day, man, Bill Haley was no joke, bro.
Well, back then, to a lot of record execs, it was just, these kids and their fads and rock and roll.
Oh, this stuff will never last.
Yeah, and wrong-o, and they couldn't have been more wrong. So Bill Haley takes a lot of credit for that, or he deserves a lot of credit for that. Rocket 88 also was written by someone else, Jackie Brenston, Ike Turner.
That's right.
Whatever, a lot of people say that was the first rock and roll record. He also had several other tunes, and believe it or not, he sold over 60 million records worldwide. And he has been described as the greatest musical pioneer of the 20th century.
Let's rock.
So pretty cool, huh? Tonight we celebrate Bill Haley and his Comets here on KSKQ in the Church of Rock. And this is a tune called Crazy Man, Crazy. Only here on the Church of Rock and KSKQ.
Crazy man, crazy. Crazy man, crazy. Crazy man, crazy. Oh man, that music's gone. Said crazy man, crazy. Crazy man, crazy. Crazy man, crazy. Oh man, that music's gone. When I go out and I want a treat, find me a band with a solid beat. Take my chick and we dance about. When they start rocking, boy, we start shout, crazy man, crazy. Crazy man, crazy. Crazy crazy man, crazy. Man, that music's gone, gone. Go, 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 everybody. Go, 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 everybody. Go, 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 everybody. Go, 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 crazy man, crazy. Crazy man, crazy. Crazy man, crazy. Man, that music's gone, gone. Said crazy man, crazy. Crazy man, crazy. Crazy man, crazy. Man, that music's gone, gone. They play it soft, they play it strong, they play it wild and they play it long. They just keep playing till the break of day. To keep them rocking, all you gotta say is crazy man, crazy. Crazy man, crazy. Crazy man, crazy. Man, that music's gone, gone. Go, 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 everybody. Go, 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 everybody. Go, 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 everybody. Go, go, go,
You're listening to the Church of Rock radio show. Over 19 years keeping the old school radio show alive on KSKQ.